Okay, 7 a.m. real quick. What sold last night? Actually, they sold the day before. Lily Pulitzer green jeans, but the buyer didn't pay for a whole day. So these are a size 8. This was a low ball offer. But I went through and looked at actual comps, and you get excited. Lily Pulitzer and 2 people had sold the exact same pair for like $40. She offered me 15, and I thought about how if I'm not the $40 sale, there's only 2 other sold. Then what? In 4 months, I'm going to have a 20% coupon on it. It'll have been discounted 3 times. And if someone sends me $15, I'll be thrilled. So that's kind of where I am with low balls. Sometimes I don't. If there was more listed and a higher, like I just, each is its own individual, and it kind of depends on the mood too. So those are $15 in the thrift for 2. I think there was a stain on them that I got out. This is my favorite sale. She bundled from my eBay store. I have a 2 buy 2 get 20% off coupon. My store is still small, like 530 things. I've only been doing this 5 months. But the bundles are great, and I think it helps. So this is a vintage, look at the fabric on this, cottony, maybe homemade, whole dress. Now I'm probably never going to do the like put it on the corner thing to show it to you, because I'm not that savvy. Although I do have a bonus child who is good at that stuff, so maybe he can help me one day. So that, and then she bundled it with this, which is another dress. Oh, homemade, maybe 60s, 70s. And it with a little homemade jacket to go with it. And those were kind of cool because they're a plus size, and a lot of vintage is not in a bigger size. So there weren't tags for sizes or content being homemade, but I did measurements on there and just talked about it in the description. And hopefully she read it. The other thing on eBay is a 4XLT Reebok golf polo. I love to sell big men's, a little bit fancy stuff. My boyfriend is not a 4XLT, but he is a 2XLT, and especially the tall things. I know if they don't have the tall shirts, things get a little slutty. They're reaching for stuff on high shelves. Every single grandma at the Kroger is asking them to get stuff. They're reaching up, a little bit of tummy's hanging out, a little bit of slutty tummy. So I know they appreciate the tall shirts, and I know it's also difficult for them to find. So when I find them at a reasonable price and a good condition, I buy them, and they seem to sell. All the same thing with like a little bit fancy of shorts. Found some, Hagar's a shitty brand, but there was a pair of nice khakis sold like 52. And I have a pair of chaps, 48 chaps, also terrible brand, but they have little parrots. They're khakis with little parrots on them. So I know there's a guy who wants those real bad. And so that's all for eBay. Okay, so I basically got caught by bonus son talking to myself in what I call my lair. So it's hours and hours later. I dropped him off at school, went to my regular job, and sold 3 more things. So you should know what those are. These Pitti, Italy, could not find them anywhere on anything. I think it's just a kind of leather, like a place in Italy that makes leather. And I wanted these for myself, but they were too small. So I'm glad they finally sold for $12. 15, something like that. And so those have been up for a while, 3 months. And I sold this, which wasn't even put away yet. This is an LL Bean shacket with a really nice plaid knit soft liner, size large. There was a lot of interest in this right away and a couple of low balls, but I did hold out for like 25% off or something like that. I send a 15% off offer. So if someone counters for a little bit less than that, whatever. And of the 7 soft surroundings dresses that I bought at the fancy Goodwill, this is now the 6th one to sell. It's really pretty, actually. I mean, it's not for me to wear, but it's pretty. It's they're a 2X button shirt dress. It's like kind of sparkly, and I thought this would actually be the first one to go, but soft surroundings apparently isn't as good as it used to be, but it's a nice big size and pretty things, so it did sell. And I had one sale on Poshmark, which is a loft. It feels like linen, but it's not. It's a kind of poly blend. It is a size 10 and fantastic condition. I found one woman had dropped off an entire life of loft one time at the bins, and I picked up most of it because it was all like brand new. And once again, I know the Loft isn't like the best selling brand, but I don't price it too high, and I have lotted some together and it seems to do okay. So this was kind of a good day for me. I still have one waiting for payment, and I don't know. They were super lowball, and I feel like the super lowball people also are the same people who don't want to pay when you do accept it. But I feel like I'm kind of on my way for my first goal, which is 6 items a day. And my average sales price is like $26 currently, which makes $4,500 a month gross. And my selling costs right now are 38%. So I want to max out my IRA. So I'd like to get $500 to my IRA every month. And what kind of started this whole adventure was losing $700 a month income. So I want to replace that. And then I have an apartment with a basement underneath it, and it's like real gross right now, but I want to make it into another apartment. So it would be cool to at least have $500 a month starting to go towards that. And then anything extra will go towards that, because that's another income stream, I got to get it over there. So that's my first goal. 6 sales a day, and I'm averaging, I think my 90 day is like 3. But like I said before, I've only been at this 5 months. So I'm still learning a whole lot. Like, my pictures are kind of not great. As you can see, the layer needs a lot of work. This is the messiest part, but I can't really show you my shelves because they are illegal. They're illegal, and I don't want to get arrested. So that's it for today. I have 2.5 hours before I have to pick up kids. So I am going to list, or at least take pictures the whole time, and I'm going to be at a manic pace. And right now I'm doing like 10 items in an hour, when that is lame. I know what do they say? Those are rookie numbers. I gotta get those numbers up. All right. Thank you.